and welcome back to another episode of the Garment Decorators podcast. We are back with a very, very exciting episode. You may have already seen on our socials, but if you haven't and you're living under a rock, we are, of course, bringing over Dave Connor from Transfer Express to the UK for Printwear and Promotion this year. So, of course, we had to get Dave on a podcast beforehand to let you guys know everything that's going to be happening at the event. We've got some really cool stuff to show you. I won't let that one be my surprise. I'll let Andy do that one. But yeah, I'm super excited for the event this year. So I just wanted to bring Dave on to have a chat with all of you, let you know what's coming. So yeah, thanks for taking the time out to chat today, Dave. This time next week, you'll be here in the studio with us.
Absolutely. And I am super, super excited that it will, number one, be my first time in the UK. And I love connecting with apparel decorators across the entire globe and helping them reach their own goals, what success looks like for them. So many businesses are so different from each other. But one thing we saw kind of when we did the global masterclass is that decorators across the world face a lot of the same challenges. In any way that I'm able to help in whether it be, heat transfer application or what products to use, or even talking about like business kind of advice or production methods, getting into print on demand and the rise of e-commerce, and just guiding decorators to make the decisions that are right for their business. I am so excited. And of course, we get to decorate some stuff with a heat press live on site too. And that's, of course, why I'm in it too.
Yeah, it's going to be a good event. And we have also got lots of, obviously, Dave is very well known for all of the webinars that he does with Transfer Express and Stahls TV, all of your amazing YouTube videos. And there will be a lot of education at Printwear and Promotion live this year. So Dave, Andy, and myself all have talks across the weekend and through to the Tuesday. I forget it's Sunday through Tuesday. To me, it's just a weekend because we're away for the whole thing, but it's not. It's Sunday to Tuesday. Yeah, so there'll be plenty of education for everyone to soak up throughout the day. Where do you want to start? What do you want to talk about first? Because there's a lot going on.
Well, I guess let's talk about some of the hero things that people
You're
will
going
get
to
to
make a big
see.
announcement.
So we can 100% confirm the Pro Place IQ from Hotronics. There we go.
The Pro Place IQ. Oh, it's so cool.
Good reaction, Dave.
So we're very excited. Dave's had the chance to use it like 2 or 3 times now, and we've all been very jealous because this thing is pretty amazing when it comes to the next generation of heat presses. It's here now, so which is very, very exciting with its projection of the transfer. You never need to worry about misplacing that transfer, misaligning your lasers ever again. We're going to make it nice and easy, take some error out of the way for you. So I'm really excited to see everyone in UK having that eureka moment when they see how much easier life is going to be. But Dave, what sort of reaction has the Pro Place been getting across the US shows over the last couple of months?
So kind of the same reaction that I just did in a way, but I will say that light bulb, the aha moment. I know that at least in my past 14 years of apparel decorating, one question I get asked all the time and see decorators be challenged with, even while they are very experienced, is placement. And that's one thing. You could have a great design. It could be sized right. It could be going on some premium apparel. But if the placement is wrong, you could essentially be spoiling the garment. The goal of all apparel decorators is to create apparel that people want to wear. And I've done shirts even myself where I did the design for a fundraiser here locally that kind of brought up the entire local area, celebrated the cultural diversity that we have. And this lighthouse logo was on the shirt. It was great. I didn't print them, and they were essentially on the belly. And it's a shirt that like I've worn a couple times when I'm like painting a closet in the house. That's stuff that like could really harm the reputation of apparel decorators, and it's completely eliminated, especially in the days of like e-commerce and where we're producing so much so fast, where you're printing one shirt and then you switch to another design to ensure that you're putting the right logo on the right shirt is going to eliminate those misprints. And just seeing decorators get hands onto it and just place the logo at size to the light. Oh man, you mean I could bring somebody on and train somebody just to load a shirt and everything else is done? Yes, everything else is done. I want one really bad, just right here, right behind me in my office at all times. But the experience that I've had with it so far has been absolutely incredible. And I've even worked a lot with the development team in ensuring that the integration, because it's integrated directly with the Hotronics Cloud IQ system. So being able to set up folders and organize artwork in terms of, let's say, even like a production schedule. What's first shift working on Monday, right? And you could outline that almost right in the software. So an operator could just have a tablet, a phone, any device, and essentially be able to go through and just one-click selection. It's projecting the artwork perfectly right down onto the platen. Once that job's done, it's just a click over to the next, and it's all lined up. And it'll even snap to based on like your design sizing. So, you know, a center chest location with just one line of text is going to be placed in a different area than if it was a big, you know, 16 by 20 inch graphic that's filling out the whole front. It's going to come up closer to the collar, and it's all programmed in that IQ cloud from Hotronics to essentially put you in the right spot. Left chest, those tricky decorations that cost time, you know, when you're aligning and using any tools, or maybe you're setting the laser alignment. It's now just pew, and it doesn't make that sound effect, but that's the sound effect of the light coming down.
I think we should recommend
right?
that.
And so
Feedback
it does
notes for Hotronics second time round.
pew. But it's so incredibly cool to see in real life, and like done incredibly well. It's not just another laser line. It is really well thought out. The development team has spent so much time bringing this solution that's really gonna just seamlessly fit in with any decorator using heat presses, either, you know, essentially for a small brand all the way up to commercial decorating shops. It serves a need for almost everybody.
So first look in the UK, first look anywhere outside of North America, this is the place to come. So make sure you come join us. Tickets are free, so there's no excuse not to come. And just for your benefit, Dave, and anyone else that might be listening internationally, Birmingham's right in the middle of the country, so anyone can get to it easily. Plane, train, automobile, it's very easy. So make sure you come and join us for that.
Tickets are in the description.
Yep. We have also got an exciting announcement on our Ultracolor Max offering. So I can tell you everyone now, because by the time this comes out, it would have been changed and you can buy them like this anyway. But we are matching the US turnaround time. So order by 8 a.m. for same day dispatch. So this is another exclusive for the show. And you will be able to see lots of new pricing and new sizing on the website as well. So you can order one 6x6 centimeter transfer design on its own now. So there's Ultracolor Max DTF transfers are very easy for anyone to get hold of. For any transfer, any job, you can just say yes. So that's another exciting thing that we'll be bringing to the show. We will also give you some sneak peeks at some new heat transfer vinyl types coming out later this year as well. I know that a lot of people have been asking about soft foam. I know Dave knows soft foam very well. So it's finally going to be making its UK and European debut later this year, and you'll be able to get some hands-on time with it at the show as well. So
it is lovely as well. The finish on it is just, it's perfect. It's so smooth.
Absolutely. And that like just popular dimensional decorating that like there are no huge minimum order quantities when you're using heat transfer vinyl, and you could provide these premium and really in demand finishes like that soft foam does provide at any scale. It's so cool. I'm excited.
And of course, everyone gets to come meet Dave and ask him lots of questions. So I would encourage everyone to make sure you come by the stand a few times. I think that what we might do is perhaps do some Q&A sessions at the end of each day, perhaps. So come by.
We haven't told Dave
Dave
yet,
that yet, but I know he needs no encouragement. He'll be happy But that way you can just come ask questions, or if you have questions, but you always, you're nervous to ask in front of other people, send us an email or a direct message on one of our social channels, leave a comment on this podcast, say, I'd really love to know about this, and come and speak to us at the show. And don't leave any question unanswered. That's the main thing, really. So this is a chance for education, growth of your business. And we're bringing our A game. The Stahls Show is coming to town, so this is your chance to get to meet everyone. And this is the biggest learning opportunity in the UK so far this year, at least, anyway.
And I'm always happy to help. I leverage all of the mistakes that I've made over the past 14 years to help other people not make those same mistakes. So please learn from my experience, where I could, offer any advice, or even some challenges or specific issues that you can't find an answer to. We could use the resources that we have here at Stahls to help find that answer for you. And I'm very, very fortunate to be in a position where it makes me really love my job to be able to make a difference in people's businesses. So please come. There are no questions too big or too small. And if you stump me and I don't have an answer, we should have some kind of prize, because
That's a very good idea.
It's rare. Yeah, it's rare to be stumped, but I'll usually immediately go find the answer if I can't answer it myself. So here to help in any possible way I can. And of course, when you throw like maybe a little happy hour or something with the Q&A, we can have even more out of the box questions.
Definitely. Well, for those people, obviously, we want everyone to attend in person, and we want everybody to, come and see us at the actual event. But for those people that can't make it, we understand that, sometimes you just can't get there. We will be doing the odd, like Andy said, Q&A at the end of the day. We might be doing a few lives while we're there. So you will get to see snippets of the show, but it won't be the same as actually attending in person. So if you can get there, I really recommend you do. But we will do our best to include all of our followers online throughout the 3 days as well.
Yeah, I will always say my favorite part, number one, of coming to a show is getting hands-on. You actually get, if you're shopping for a new piece of equipment, or you want to see the difference between different transfer types, and of course you could get samples, but seeing them all and being able to answer questions and get answers in real time, bring a little notebook and jot down any answers. Or answers to the questions that you have, or notes about what product you thought was great. And a lot of times the wheels are turning in your head of like, oh, this would be perfect for this customer that I have. And then being able to come back from it with some opportunities to possibly, suggest new decoration methods, or some elevated decoration like a soft foam, or anything with dimension that really makes things pop. But aside from that, being in person, on site at events just like these, you really do get to connect with like-minded peers. I always use the example that like I am a nerd about any way that you could put ink on a substrate. And it just is incredibly interesting to see the latest and greatest technology, like the Pro Place coming out, right? But you get to connect with like-minded people, other shop owners, other entrepreneurs. Talk about what's worked for you or what challenges you're facing. And odds are they're going to have solutions that are going to help you, or they're facing the same challenges, and you could kind of brainstorm with them. There's only so much that my wife will listen to when it comes to really nerdy print talk, but I could go to an event like this and talk for the full 3 days with decorators that are very like-minded, and really get a good grasp of where, as a decorator, you kind of are in the industry. Look for some of those success tips that are going to take your business to the next level from people who have lived it and could be a support system for you, in a community that you could rely on. And that truly is like the real beauty of getting to these in-person events. And it's so important for whether you're just getting started or an established business to take all of this wealth of knowledge and collaboration back home to your own shop.
I think that's spot on, though. That's exactly why. That's what we're here for, because we're the same. We love. That's my favorite part of Printwear Promotion is those questions. I love hearing about the most niche businesses that you'd never imagine were going. It's hearing people's stories is always so fascinating, I know and they're often stories that people think are uninteresting, but you're like, no, this is brilliant. I want to hear more about this.
I think, sorry to interrupt, but I think the thing that people don't realize with the jobs that we have as well is that even though we talk about print all day, we are talking to a camera or to a screen, or, you know, we're not interacting with the customers every day. And yes, they can comment on our videos, which we love, and we can have conversations, but it's never the same as actually being in person with them. And I think we get the same kind of buzz that they get as well from the event.
Yeah. So talking of print talk, all of us are going to be doing some talks at the event. So perhaps we should go around.
That was a mouthful.
And explain a bit about what we're doing. So I don't know if do you want to start, Dave? Tell us about what you have planned for the wonderful people. And this is going to be every single day. Dave will be in the decoration advice suite giving this advice, but let the people know what you're going to be talking about.
So we've got a couple talks on direct to film success. And so looking for ways to integrate direct to film into your business. As we found here in the United States over the past couple years, the businesses that were slow to adopt quickly realized the mistake and saw how impactful direct to film could be in their business, whether you are a large commercial decorator or home-based and just getting started. It opens so many doors of opportunity for essentially revenue potential. There are efficiency gains and, of course, limiting the expenses for your business and not really digging yourself in a hole. It's kind of, DTF is such this interesting rise in the industry, and it truly is game-changing, very similar to the exact roadmap or playbook that we saw with direct-to-garment printing when it kind of came to a little bit more widely available space in the early 2010s, right? So helping the newer decorators who necessarily weren't in the industry then not make the same mistakes that we saw with a lot of direct-to-garment. And I saw the entire kind of talk schedule in all of the education. There is so much DTF education that's going to be present here, not just my talk, but I am solely focused on the success and how DTF can make an impact in your business and how to integrate it is definitely going to be not one to miss. So stop by for that one. And then we have an additional one, I believe it's on Tuesday, is just looking at the future of print on demand. So when we talk about, I think I've already mentioned it here several times, is just how people are purchasing, right? We want to help you be able to sell more and market your services. And sometimes that involves a few extra added steps. But what the future of printing on demand looks like, how a heat press, which was always kind of like, it's not for on demand, we're going to use direct to garment, but with direct to film and how it's changed, how a heat press is leading the way, allowing decorators, again, of any scale to be able to take advantage of e-commerce. So we're going to dive into a lot more in depth. We'll answer questions, and definitely I'm looking forward to hearing from decorators of how they are currently integrating print on demand and what they are expecting or what they want to forecast, what the success, what their goals look like in the future as they kind of ramp up with print on demand for their print shop, and how it works hand in hand even with wholesale apparel, all that and more live with me on site with the Printwear and Promo live show.
So don't forget, this is Dave's only UK appearance this year. I mean, as it stands anyway. It'd be nice if you could come again later, but we can't guarantee it. So if you want to come and ask those questions in person, this is the time to do it. So make sure you join us on each of the days. There'll be plenty of time for Q&A during the sessions as well. So bring your team. So make sure you really maximize those days there as well. So I'll go next while you kind of recover there, Molly.
I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, everybody. I do still have a slight tickle in my throat, but we're all good. So mine is the how to market your business without a marketing department. And I think this is a really important one for everyone to attend, because I think a lot of what I'm not going to be doing is focusing on the basics, right? So like, what is a reel? How should you post regularly? Blah, blah, blah. Like things that get talked about a lot and are important, but I feel like that's there's a lot of information out there on that. That's an easy one to access. You can figure that out. But more so about how you can actually create a marketing plan for your business that doesn't take too much time, that is effective, and that you can do on your own if you are a one-person business. Because a lot of people that start their own businesses are very much doing everything. You see those memes on Instagram with like the SpongeBob fry things, and it's like, oh, people that run their own businesses and there's 10 different jobs running around. Only one of those is going to be marketing, right? So we want to make sure that you get it right in the limited time that you have. So that's what I'm going to be covering. And I believe there's 2 sessions on. So yeah.
So this is a great opportunity. If you're looking at your business plan for this year and you think I should be doing more marketing, more sales, I don't know how to get started, I don't ever have any time. What Molly's going to do is make it manageable and scalable, and it'll have a 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6 month, 12-month view of it in small chunks that you can build up to doing. You could either do once a week or once a month. There will be a downloadable.
Oh, you're giving away my secrets.
That's okay. No, people they only get the downloadable plan if they attend your talk.
That's a social clip right there.
So it will be easy. This is not us being like, you have to do this, this, and this. It's like, here's something that is realistic and achievable. You do have to do it if you want your business to grow, but it's not going to be like, you need to spend 5 days a month making reels. Like Molly said, it's just like, here's something that is achievable and can use your existing resources without how to spend lots of money.
It's free as well. The document that we will provide you have to attend the talk to get it, but it will be free, and it will have assets in there that are also free for you to use. So we're trying to keep it as low cost for you as possible.
Yep.
All right, save a spot for me in that one. I'm going to have to attend. I need that.
Dave, I'm expecting you to be front row, questions up.
I will say with content marketing becoming almost the norm, right, these days, it is the most popular form of media that for any decorator, it is intimidating. It is. It totally is. That's why I'm coming to this one. I will be front row for that.
And what have you got going on, Andy? What's on your talk schedule for this show?
So I will be in the sign and digital area. So this year is the first year that Printwear and Promotion and Sign and Digital are collaborating for the show. So they used to be about a month apart, but the Sign and Digital is now part of the Printwear and Promotion family. So I will be in the other side, which is normally mostly wide format vinyl cutters as well. So I'm going to be educating people on how they should be adding branded apparel into their existing business. So if you are a sign maker that's listening and you do all the signage for different businesses and you go in there and you see lots of people walking around in a branded apparel, you should be thinking dollar signs, because you should be providing the signage and the staff apparel to every business that you work with. And I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to do, some of the real costings behind it, and just how easy it is to incorporate that into your existing business, existing workflow, so that you can easily increase the revenue of your business without even having to get new customers, just from your existing customer base. That will be on the Sunday. And on the Monday, I'm also going to be hosting a panel on a very similar subject, more or less the same subject, but this time I will be joined by some guests, including Rallowise, who is the UK's largest wholesaler. There will be Audis, who are one of the leading blank suppliers, and we'll also be joined by Graphtech, who obviously have their fantastic vinyl cutter as well. And we're going to be having a bit of a panel discussion, talking it through, giving advice, giving tips and tricks, so that there's something practical and easy to take home and think about. And you'll get to ask the experts from all of these different businesses on their advice. So again, come and join us, ask lots of questions, because they've all been carefully picked because of their expert knowledge in the industry, and will make it very relatable and easy for everyone to understand.
I'm front row for that one too. That's it. Sold. I'm in.
I know. Are you going to be working on our stand at all, Dave?
We're flying him over to further his heat print education, Andy. Did you not know that?
It just sounds so good. It's so tempting. It's so hard to pass up.
Oh dear, brilliant.
So Dave, what would you like to know about Printwear Promotion? This is going to be your first appearance in the UK, first trade show in the UK. What would you like to? What can we answer any questions for you about the show?
Well, so equipment wise, we talked about the definitely the Pro Place being there, but I'm kind of interested in what equipment's going to be available to browse or get hands on. Of course, I am always interested in the latest and greatest technology, so maybe some different vendors that may be there. You mentioned wholesalers, of course, a big important part for decorators. We covered a little bit of the education, of course, because that is obviously, you can tell that I'm very, very interested in wanting to attend, probably more than any time would allow. You obviously have to walk around the show floor and see all the different vendors and stuff there. So maybe a little bit of insight to all of that. That was a huge laundry list. So
that's okay. So in terms of technology that you can expect to see on the Stahls stand, the 360 hat press will be there. So if anyone has never seen this machine before, again, this is another game changer. It's so easy to decorate any type of embellishment onto a hat, no matter how thick or chunky the design is. And if you're embroidering hats, again, we'll show you how much easier it is to put embroidered patches onto hats. We've got lots of good chunky vinyl to put onto hats as well. So this is something that is a real value add. And that particular corner of the stand will actually be opposite a company called Beachfield, which regular listeners will be familiar with. But for your benefit, Dave, they are the leading supplier of hats, bags, accessories in the UK and Europe. They have fantastic hats to decorate. So we're going to be decorating some hats all throughout the show. So you can come and pick up a hat. We've got nice designs that you can take home with, learn a bit about hat decorating, because it's probably one of the most profitable things you could do as a garment decorator is hats now, especially with the 360. You know, you're looking a really premium looking snapback could cost you £3.50 to decorate all in. So, and you could sell that for £25, £35. So that would be one thing that I would encourage everyone to look at. The other thing that's going to be quite fun is that we are going to be decorating sliders on the stand as well. So Ordis, our friends at Ordis, have kindly provided us with a limited amount of sliders, which is one of their new product releases for the show. So they have black and white sliders coming out, and I can already confirm that you can decorate any heat transfer or any heat transfer vinyl onto these really easily. And we'll be doing demonstrations all show to show exactly how easy this is to do.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to wear the sliders on the stand?
Maybe. Depends. They might all be gone by the time you get around to it.
First come, first serve.
Yeah. So
Dave and I will be in our matching sliders. It's all good.
Yeah. And, you know, maybe at the beginning of the day, or not at the end of the day of long P&P.
For the first hour.
Yeah,
That's it. Andy's like, put your trainers back on. Okay, deal.
Don't want to scare the customers.
No, I'll take that deal. I'll take that.
So that should be quite fun. We also, because we're going to be doing this on the can cooler platen, because this is the best and most efficient way to do it, although you will be very surprised at how easy it is to decorate under any heat press. But if you want to see that, you do have to come to the show. I'm not going to give away the secrets on that.
Oh, the sliders.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we will also decorate some koozies as well. We've got the can cooler out. Bring a nice cold beverage to the stand and walk away with a nice branded koozie to go with it.
That you have decorated yourself.
You'll decorate yourself. So that'll be fun. And again, there's some nice new products from all of the wholesalers. So the great thing about Printwear and Promotion being early in the year is this is your first chance to see lots of the brand new products that the wholesalers have got. I know that Bella Canvas, who are right next to us, have got some brand new products you'll be getting first look at.
They're very cool.
Very
as well.
cool.
Very retail.
Very retail. Ordis have got some really nice new hoodies that we've seen. We'll be wearing on the stand as well. That I'd recommend everyone going and have a look at.
I believe as well they are giving those away on the stand. So if you want to get your hands on them.
They've got some good stuff. And they're right, Bella Canvas and Ordis are right by the door when you come in. So basically, if you head in a straight line down the entrance, you can tick off all the main players. And
then leave.
Yeah, and then leave, if you want to. Go and then you can go
doing the rest.
Then you can go watch the talks and then come back and get a koozie at the end of the day or a pair of sliders. So that would be good. I know that anyone that missed our athleisure event in November, sorry.
I wasn't about to agree on that because I couldn't remember either.
And you missed some of the new stuff from Try Dry. They will have a stand there as well. And they will be decorating with an auto open heat press onto lots of their great stuff. I know Dave would have seen that recently at the US shows. They were doing a great job out there in Vegas and Long Beach.
Mm-hmm. So and you got to see those products in real life. If you have not touched the quality of that stuff, like it is It is some good stuff.
And then I know Beachfield have got some brand new hat types and some bags that they gave us a little bit of a sneak peek at. It wouldn't be fair of me to spoil it on the podcast, but go and speak to the team there, Chris and Ashford and Matt, and ask to see some of the new products that Stahls said that you had. Tell them we sent you, and you want to see the new hats and bags because they're really cool and really easy to decorate on again as well. So we've confirmed that. And then just lots of education as well. I think that's the other thing, is that it's not just there to see shiny new stuff. We have lots of show deals on for transfers and heat presses, which you can come and find only at the show. But we'll be giving some of our secrets away about how to save time and money as a business as well, which is probably just as valuable as anything else you could expect to see there too. And I know that all of the other vendors, especially the ones that we've just mentioned, are there with the same mindset. They want to make your life easy. You can meet some of the wonderful people from their customer service team, which do a lot of the hard work for the rest of the 364 days of the year.
Yeah.
But again, they're all very happy to answer questions. And if you can't make it, tell us what you'd like to see, because we will be going live pretty much every day. So join us on the live, ask the questions, and we can do a little bit of a tour of everywhere for you as well.
I would also like to make a request to everybody that's attending. If you do come along, as Andy said, we are going to be doing a lot of filming, a lot of content creation. If you do want to be a part of the video that we're making, let us know, because we love filming customer testimonials and we always love to have our customers in our videos, and Printwear is one of the main events that we actually get to do that for. So if you want to come up and bump into Andy and I and ask and just say, when are you shooting? I want to be in it, because we would love to have you in the video. So yeah, if we see anyone that's remotely boasting about our products, we're going to be on you to be in our wrap-up video, because it's going to be a good one this year.
And for anyone that's never been there before, it's 10 till 5 every day. So nice long day to see everything. It's very easy to get to. It's at the NEC in Birmingham, so there's no excuses really, I don't think.
I don't think there are. No. I mean, Dave's coming from America. Yeah. You really haven't got an excuse not to come if you're in the same country as we are. Just saying.
And this is the largest, or one of the largest, industry shows in the UK all year, right?
The largest. Yep. Oh yeah. So this is the only event outside of our in-house events here that's worth attending, I would say. And that's not just us being some bragging.
No, we're being genuinely honest. Yeah.
So it's not going to be another one the rest of this year. And even if you're in Europe, it's worth attending as well, because a lot of the same vendors will be there as well that are available in Europe. Likewise, all of our wonderful heat presses are available everywhere in Europe and the Middle East. So you can come and see the heat press you want to get next. Again, you will have people from Dave, we have others from the US. We have someone from our European team as well that you can come and speak to as well. So there's every continent is pretty much covered on the Stahls stand as well. So any other questions for us, Dave? I think that what more can we say for people that they're interested in learning, if they're not, we expect to see them.
They're still not convinced at this point.
Either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Yeah.
You have to come. You have to come, get the samples, see the technology, see what the industry is doing. Because just getting that baseline, the pulse, and hearing from other decorators, hearing from vendors and suppliers is going to set you up for success, and be prepared. Because a lot of the trends or the new technology, like I mentioned about DTF a little bit earlier, like the non-adopters of it are now adopters. They quickly realized, but they lost a lot of revenue opportunity in trying to figure it out. And attending one of these shows, getting samples, and really kind of calming any fears of how would it fit into my business? Would my customers, like, how is the quality? Is this right for my customers? All that stuff could be completely eliminated, and your questions are answered in just a couple days. The dedication to, I understand, running a shop is busy and it's hard to step away, but in every single scenario, when I talk to a decorator who's come to one of these shows, whether they be in the States or abroad, that it is incredibly valuable, more so than another extra added day in a shop. But to really prepare yourself for success. That's the way that I look at these shows, and any events that could help further your business into the future, and of course this year, but even beyond. So that's why you got to come. You got to come. There's so much to see, so much to learn. Be prepared to take a full tote bag of samples home and a full brain of inspiration and knowledge that's really going to impact your business.
I think that says it all. I think on that note,
Perfect end.
on that note, we expect to see lots of you on either Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday next week. So we'll see you there at Printwear and Promotion 2024.
Thanks, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe.